the people that wrote the Bible didn't think that they were writing scientific historical facts. So why do we feel the need to defend that?
Right. What's the first one that comes to mind when you say that? Why put forth something and feel like you have to defend it with that the Bible never made that claim? What's the first one that comes to
Well,
mind?
the one we're talking about right now is an easy one, the 6 days.
Okay.
It was never meant like
As a literal days.
they didn't you're talking about, especially with that story, right? What are like 600 years before Jesus is by the time that thing finally gets written down, that story.
Mhm.
All right. So what do we know? We know that that story seems kind of first of all, there's two of them,
Right.
and they
Right.
and they themselves don't align, right?
Right.
The second story doesn't mention anything about 6 days, and it has humans being created out of order compared to the first one.
Right.
And so what's the purpose of the stories? Well, let's just take the first one. And also here's another thing. What would it, how much different would Christianity look if the second creation story had become our primary instead of the first one?
Okay.
What any reasonable scholar will notice is that there's a lot of similarities between the Enuma Elish, which is the Babylonian creation story, as well as the Egyptian story, as well as the story in Genesis. Okay. So it's not about the similarities, though, it's about the differences. So the authors and the storytellers, they, especially the Babylonian, the Enuma Elish, they're writing this during the Babylonian exile. That's when they're compiling these stories. So it is going to sound different. The question is how, like, where are the differences? So the Bible is a theological book. It is not a historical book. It is not a science book, right? Uh, because the way we understand history and the way we understand science, that's all post-enlightenment. These are pre-enlightenment people.
Mm.
Like, the idea of being able to have empirical evidence, that's not even a concept prior to the Enlightenment.
Yeah.
They don't. There's no such thing, right? Um, they have like built-in beliefs about reality, and so they're going to be talking about things in a way that we need to like if we really want to appreciate the Bible, we need to spend a little bit of time getting to know who these authors were and value it for what it is. Because for me, if it's a theological book, you see evolution of understanding or the development of understanding, if that's an easier word for people to take, of things like God, of Jesus,